Hello everyone. I would like to thank the OCWC, the Open Courseware Consortium, for taking the initiative to organize an Open Education Week. This is a great initiative, and I'm also very glad and indeed humbled to be able to contribute to this Open Education Week. Today, I'm here to talk about the potential of OERs in Africa, and the topic of my presentation is unlocking the potential of OERs, a focus on the African Virtual University. I will start by introducing, in my introduction, by talking to access to higher education in Africa, especially in sub-Saharan Africa, and also then I will move to the collaborative approach to producing and using math and science content at AVU. And I will talk briefly about the AVU portal, and then looking into the future, our future plans. AVU is a Pan-African governmental organization that was established in 1997, and it became a Pan-African organization in 2003, and its mandate is to significantly increase access to quality higher education and training through the innovative use of information and communication technologies. You can find more about AVU by following this link. Access to higher education in sub-Saharan Africa, this is very interesting. There is a maximum of 6% accessing higher education in sub-Saharan Africa. And we know that the population is young, majority under 20, and the paradox is that higher education institutions are not able to enroll all first-year students. What would be the solution? To expand the universities, create more institutions, but we know that there are not enough resources to do so. Another important barrier is access to quality and relevant content. That's why for AVU, we believe that open distance and e-learning with effective use of open educational resources is a sound alternative. The AVU approach consists of working collaboratively with countries and universities to develop content that will be released as open educational resources to be used effectively within the countries and by the universities, awarding their own degrees, but also open to other African countries and universities, and indeed to the world. In a very short statement, that will be our approach to developing open educational resources. In the case of our project that was funded by the African Development Bank, and including 10 countries and 12 universities, what we have done, the project was implemented between 2005 and 2011. We developed policies, we conceptualized curriculums, we addressed the issue of quality. We developed 219 textbooks of math and science. Textbooks are available in English, French, and Portuguese, and they are structured as for a Bachelor of Education in math, physics, chemistry, biology, and as diploma programs and test certificate programs as well. And we use open educational resources to develop the content, and then the content was released as open educational resources. This lady has been the face of what we call OER at AVU, which is a name that is given to our open educational resource website. This is a website. You can visit it. You are very welcome to visit it and use the content, as you know, freely. But also Content is available on Scribd, which is a social network. You can also access the content from there. OER at AVU, the resources were accessed in 187 countries, including 50 African countries. This is between December 2010 and January 2012, just for 1 year. AVU won education portal.com prize, educationportal.com prize for best OCW emerging initiative. That was in August 2011. AVU also received global recognition and exposure because of its work on OER. But this is very important for us, obviously. But we would like to focus more on unlocking this potential on the African in the African context. So looking into the future, that's why we secured funding to further the work of AVU, what we call the AVU Multinational Project 2. We have secured $21.2 million to expand the benefits of the first phase of this project that was implemented between 2005 and 2011. The first project was implemented in 10 countries. Now we are moving to 22 countries and will involve 27 universities. The funding is coming from the African Development Bank, 15.6 million from the African Development Bank, and the AVU and the countries will bring $5.6 million. The focus of the project is open distance and e-learning infrastructure. This is physical infrastructure like computer, what we call in North America, computer labs, or computer distance learning hubs. The programs, we will be also using the project, it will focus on program development and delivery in teacher education, computer science, peace, conflicts training, and training of trainers. And also open education resources will be central to our strategy of developing and delivering the programs. There will be a component of research and development, especially mobile learning. We'll be having annual conferences and referred journals. Gender mainstreaming is an important part of this. Technical advice to countries in distance and e-learning policies also will be a big part of our activities in the next 5 years. Looking into the future, AVU will be looking at accreditation of self-learning in AVU network through AVU Open Educational Resources. This is very important. Also, we'll be improving the OER portal, the AVU OER portal, to support self-learning. And we would like to contribute as much as possible to global knowledge through OER. It's very important that Africa shows that it's not only Africa is not only consuming open educational resources, but we are producing and sharing. This is indeed very important for the sustainability of the OER movement worldwide. And because of that, we'll be strengthening collaboration with OER community, the OER community at large in Africa and outside Africa. We are already very active with partners around the globe. AVU, for instance, is a sustaining member of the Open Courseware organization. And then AVU is considering becoming a full-fledged university that will help us to use OER more in delivering programs. So this is my modest contribution to the debate, and I would like to wish the Open Courseware Consortium a successful week. Thank you for your attention.